Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast coming up next. We review ASE Wrestling's Close to Midnight. Yeah.
Following podcast, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. It's your boys. Tag Team Podcast Wrestling Champs of the world. Yeah, I don't need to say the names. You see the names on the screen. We ain't playing. Yeah. Hey, man. What you think of the pay-per-view, man? What you think?
Man, it was probably, since we started watching ASE, it's probably my favorite show that they've had thus far.
Yeah,
I thought all around the show was magnificent.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a dope show. Very dope show, man. From top to bottom, like I have no complaints whatsoever, man. It was a great show. A great showing by all the participants that were involved. Everybody did their thing, man. Like, I mean, what else do you want from a pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying? What else do you want? Like, it was really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw this out there to everybody that skipped ASE to watch AEW Wrestle Dream. I get it, but you guys missed out on a great pay-per-view put on by Darius Lockhart and ASE.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a chance to go back and watch it, I'll say do it ASAP because you won't regret it. I don't regret skipping AEW to watch ASE, not one bit, because I was entertained from the pre-show all the way through the ending of the show. I was thoroughly entertained. And I'm going to say this, I was more entertained by this than I have been a WWE event in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the engagement to everything, top to bottom, you know, it was grade A. You know what I'm saying? Like, it look, that is what a fan asks for. It's just what a fan asks for. If you're a wrestling fan and you're a diehard wrestling fan, like, you need to be watching ASE, because ASE Wrestling really put on a banger of a show, and they're getting ready to launch another one next month. You know what I mean?
December.
Yep.
December.
I think they said December 6th. Was it December 6th? Yeah.
December 6th.
They're not wasting.
That's gonna be another big one.
Yeah, they're not wasting no time to put together another banger. You know, so
what does Sheamus like to say? Banger after banger after banger.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a great show, real great show. I was definitely impressed. But there was a lot of things that went on in the show. A lot of things, you know, some long-term storytelling that we definitely gonna have to discuss, you know. Where do you want to start, bro? I'm just tagging people on here so that everybody could tap in on the live. I'm just tagging people real quick. So where would you like to start?
Shoot, we can start by Darian Bingston's Hole for Hold challenge.
Oh, yeah.
That pretty much kicked off the show.
Mm-hmm.
Suge D accepted the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when he hit, I lost it. I ain't even gonna lie. when he hit Suge D with the "What are those?"
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was cracking up. He was like, and he kept messing with his kicks the whole entire match. Like he kept messing with the straps. He kept unstrapping it the whole entire time. Like he was, you know, every time he did that, you remember that? I don't know if you remember something, but back around my way, right? They had this song, with sneakers that you really don't know what they are. They'd be like, Bobos, you make the feet feel fine. Bobos, they cost $1.99. That's all that kept playing in my head when he kept messing with his
Man.
sneakers. I was rolling. I was rolling.
He hit him with the "What are those?" I lost it. I lost my mind. The kids came here like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Y'all wouldn't understand."
It was funny. It was funny. And then Shook D went and took the hair strap off
Yeah.
of his head and threw it out in the crowd. I was like, yeah, it's starting to get spicy now. They about to throw everything out and really start. And I could have sworn too, because it was a grappling match. So, for those of y'all don't know, with the grappling thing, it's like, think of Ring of Honor Pure match. It was basically one of those Ring of Honor Pure type of matches. I would like to see Ashe do more matches like this, because it really shows the skill set. Like they had like a lot of temptation. Look, I can't really punch this guy. I can't poke him in the eye. I gotta grapple with him. And I think people like Jonathan Gresham was shine in this match. Josh C was shine in this match. Of course, Darius
We already
Lockhart.
had that.
Yeah, with Darius Lockhart and Josh C.
We had no, we had
No?
it was Jossie versus Jonathan Gresham. They
Okay.
had a hole for hole match.
Oh, they
I
did.
think yeah. Jonathan Gresham won with a roll up, but yeah, he got the because remember, if y'all listen to our interview with Jossie, he said he wanted to get his get back on Jonathan Gresham once Jonathan Gresham is well. So Jonathan Gresham won that hole for hole challenge. But then at the end of that match is when Darius Lockhart came out and Jossie wasn't out the ring yet. That's when the challenge was made for Jossie and Lockhart to lock horns at the last Ashe show. So
Okay.
I feel like they're trying to get into this like with every pay-per-view that they have, which is good. I mean, no striking of whatsoever, just nothing but technical wrestling. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like they added an aspect of comedy with the "What are those?" and him messing with his shoes, but they also had a bunch of just technical wrestling without the striking. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, did I think that Darian Bingston was going to win? No, I thought that they would give Suge D the win coming off that loss to Khan, but Darian Bingston got the win.
I thought Bingston was gonna win. And my reason why I thought Bingston was gonna win is because the way the match was playing through, he kept getting in Suge D's head. Like he was getting more in Suge D's head than Suge D was getting in his head. And he kept fiddling with it. So I'm saying to myself, like, okay, he's gonna do something that's gonna really piss Suge D off as far as his sneakers, and he's gonna catch him slipping, and then he's gonna pin him 1, 2, 3. And basically that's what happened.
Every time I think about it, I just laugh. What are those?
Yeah, because if you really look at the way the match was going, you could kind of tell where the match was going to turn to midpoint, because he continuously was like doing certain things to agitate Suge D, and Suge D seemed like he was going to lose his temper. Not to mention, they did say that Bingston was ahead of Suge D as far as wins and losses. He beat Suge D before, so I feel like Suge D's going to go heel pretty soon. That's what I feel like is going to happen. He's about to turn heel.
Think so.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
I mean, there's always time for everything, man. Like you lost the diaspora at the belt, so and then you just took an L to Darian Bingston. You might be onto something there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna turn heel. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it coming. I mean, but you know, who knows? But you know, you just as long as we continue to pay attention to the story, let it play out itself, we'll end up seeing what's gonna happen eventually. Yeah.
So, what would you give that match? What rating would you give that match?
Oh, that match, I give it a I give it I give it an A. I give it an A. I give it an A. I give it an A with the storytelling. The storytelling was dope because the whole entire time you could see Suge D getting frustrated because Bankston was getting under his skin and he didn't like it. Not to mention, it felt like Suge D was fighting from behind the whole entire match because it seemed like when Bankston he had Bankston, then Bankston had a counter for when he had him. And at times, Suge D didn't have a counter for Bingston. And that's kind of how Bingston won the match. Cause he never really had a counter. Bingston was very witty. Like you know how somebody tell a joke and you really don't have a comeback for that joke? That's kind of like what happened in the match. You know what I'm saying? If you translate that into wrestling, that's kind of what happened. Like Bingston was very witty the whole entire time they wrestled. He was very witty. He had him against the ropes the whole entire time, and it was like they were playing a chess match for a bit, and then when they let the cuffs off, that's when you seen Bingston really get under his skin. So that's why I like the storytelling within that match, and I gave it an A.
I gave it an A minus. I gave it an A minus basically for the same thing that you were saying. I did like they threw in some comedy in there
Mm-hmm.
with Bingston messing with his shoes
Mm-hmm.
because they did point out it was like normally Suge D is in boots, but he
Mm-hmm.
came out in the wrestling shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like how they pointed that out, and then Darian Bingston played into it. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
give it an A. I gave it an A minus. There's really not much of a difference there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it was a dope match. I definitely would like to see what happens with Suge D if he's going to turn heel or if he's going to be like an anti-heel, which is like in between. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. So let's see what happens.
I believe the next match was Maya World versus Savannah Evans.
Oh yeah. Mm.
That was a match of small versus big.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah Evans pretty much dominated that entire match. Maya World got her shots in, but from the start of the match, it was all Savannah Evans.
Mm-hmm.
All power. She was all power. Like Maya World was trying her best to get her offense in. It's like every time that she tried to get some offense in, Savannah Evans was like, not today. Not
Mm-hmm.
today. Very is a solid match. Don't get me wrong. It was a solid match. It's just it was dominated by Savannah Evans, which there's nothing wrong with that. Maya World is up and coming. Savannah Evans is established and she's a dominant. She's a heel. She's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a solid match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Like there were moments where I thought it was gonna be a squash. You know what I'm saying? Because of how dominant Savannah was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. My world had moments in there where it could have been an upset. And it could have been a turnaround. Um, the one thing that played through after the match was the whole situation from the last pay per view. If you remember when Savannah lost and she was disappointed in that, and then the old girl had the money. She put money on Savannah Evans and she lost her money because Savannah Evans lost. So now we're going to see a match between those two. So yeah, Littlefoot versus Savannah Evans could be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I forgot all about that aspect. Yeah, she did
Mm-hmm.
come out and say that she gonna get her get back for losing that 5G on Savannah Evans,
Mm-hmm.
because before she came up on the screen, Savannah Evans was talking about how it wasn't fair, how she lost, and she
Mm-hmm.
wanted her get back on Charity King. Well, before she get to Charity King, you gotta go through Lightfoot,
Mm-hmm.
and Lightfoot don't look like she playing any games.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't look like she playing no games at all. She look like she ready for some action. So,
Absolutely.
so it's going to be interesting to see how that all transpires moving forward. What was your grade? We'll start off with your grade. What was your grade for that
I
match?
gave it a B plus.
Okay.
I just, like I said, the match was pretty much dominated by Savannah Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Maya World got her offense in, but I gave it a B plus. It was a solid match all around. B
Yeah,
plus.
I gave it basically the same thing. The same thing. It was a solid match. Savannah Evans dominated like that match the whole entire time, for the most part. Um, I mean, it really wasn't. It really isn't much really to say. Like she, what I mean. It was one of those matches where the face will be fighting from behind most of the time. They will get their licks in here and there, but the heel will be triumphant at the end. So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, After that, we had the TNA X Division Championship match: Leon
ooh,
Slater,
yeah,
Saeed Al Sabah, Treehouse Lee, Ian Maxwell, and Soulfly Manilow.
match
Go
was
ahead.
dope. That match was dope. The match was dope. And let me say something, man. Saeed, yo, he is smooth in the ring, bro. He is super smooth in the ring. My man is like, he's like them. He's like Suede Tim's in the ring, bro. Like he's just extra smooth with it. Like you see the suede Timberland boots. What's that? What was about to say?
I forgot. If you guys watched the pre-show, you would have saw that Caprice Coleman also added Ashton Starr and Zamir Zuriel to this match too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely did. So where I was, and I'm gonna get to Zamir and Ashton Starr in a minute, but I want to get back to Sabat. Super smooth in the ring. Reminds me of Suede Tim's. Like you touch the top of the Suede Tim's and it's like extra smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? If it gets a little rough around the edges, you get that Tim Milan eraser. You know what I mean? For those of y'all who from the New York, Jersey area, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You smooth that joint out. Like he is super smooth in the ring. Like some of the stuff he was doing was like it just seemed so like easy. Like it was just crazy. Like I was like, I'm watching him wrestle the whole time. Like, yo, this guy is great in that ring. Um, Le- man, Leon Slater is the true definition of what a young X Division star is. I just need to say that. True definition. This guy can wrestle his way out of a paper bag. That's how good he is at a young age. Let me just say that. Um, one of the one of the most highlighted moments was towards the midpoint with Zamir. Shout out to Zamir. Homie, you did your thing, bro. We was watching. We was rooting for you, bro. We was rooting for you, man. Like you did your numbers, man. We was very, very impressed. And there were moments where I thought Zamir might pull it off, and then we might see Zamir on TNA the next week. Like it was like this close. And like, the dude was doing his thing and he took some licks too, man. He got hit hard a few times, boy. He got hit hard. Like, but shout out to Zamir, man. Like he did his thing, man. He did his thing.
Let me tell you something. Ashton Starr was pissing me off. Like Bro, let
Yeah.
this man win. Like, anytime, even in the pre-show match, like anytime that Zamir tried to go for a pin, it was like Ashton Starr was like, "Come on, bro, let the man have some shine." I get it, you guys are supposed to be one, but right now it's looking like it's you, and then Zamir and everybody else is behind you.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was too. Like he kept cock blocking every single time Zamir went for the pin. He pulling him off. He pulled him off. He yelling at him, screaming at him. The one point Zamir was about to do the dive. He made Zamir move out the way. Then he went and did the dive and got caught. Yeah. You should have let Zamir take the dive for you. You ain't want him to do it, and you end up taking a dive and got caught. So
And then Zamir still hit the dive on him.
exactly, he still hit the dive and saved him in the match. So yeah, it showed some very dope moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shout out to Zamir. Make sure y'all go check out that interview with Zamir Zarel. Dope interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Leon Slater, for a dude that's only 21 years old,
Hmm.
you would think that he'd been wrestling for quite some time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch the match we had with Javon Evans, like that was headed to be a 5-star match, him and Javon Evans.
Yeah,
And
definitely was.
then you turn around and you come here to Ashe, and that's what is it, like it's a Siton 450 that he does?
Yeah.
It is nasty.
Hmm.
That is nasty. But yeah, man, Leon Slater, he's just working on a different level. And then Saeed Al Sabata, dude, yeah, he is very smooth. You
Hmm.
could tell he's seasoned in the ring because he is extremely smooth.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then Manny Lowe, he was in there doing his thing.
Hmm.
Ian Maxwell. I
Hmm.
don't I'll be honest with you, I didn't see much out of Ian Maxwell other than the beginning of the match when him and Manny Lowe stepped back to the side and let them fight it out first, and then they threw them all out the ring, and then they went at it. But other than that, I didn't really see much from Ian Maxwell,
He
unless it
he
was a part that I missed.
he definitely had moments within the ring. He definitely had moments, but I think the story in that match mainly was Zamir and Ashton Starr. I think that was like the main story. So I'm thinking, and I could be wrong. I think that Zamir is going to end up turning face, and we're going to have a match between Ashton Starr and Zamir at some point in time. Because the way that whole thing, like, there's only so much bullying you could take. You know what I'm saying? Like my man was taking food out of his mouth the whole entire match. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So there's only so much you could take.
I was getting mad for Zamir, like, let him have something, man. Like,
Yeah,
back off of this man. Let him have something.
exactly. So there's almost so much you could take. So like I'm expecting them to probably go at it at some point in time in Ashe. I'm expecting that. My grade for that X Division match, my grade for that was an A.
I gave it an A also. I did. I like how they're incorporating the Zamir and Ashton Starr into their story into the match,
Mm-hmm.
on top of still making everybody else look good, like
Mm-hmm.
Saeed and Treehouse Lee,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do much to Leon Slater already makes himself look good. You ain't need nobody else to make him look good.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it the same, an A.
Yeah, no, it was a real dope match, real dope X Division match for sure. I'm wondering if Ashe is going to have more people come from outside and defend their titles in their uh in their building. Like I'm wondering if they're going to do a lot more of that because that was
It
pretty fire.
it would be cool if, I know it's not gonna happen. It's far fetched, but it would be cool if like WWE gave the North American Championship to Javon Evans, and then let Javon Evans come down to Ashe and defend it down there. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yeah,
I know WWE ain't gonna allow that to happen, but it still would be nice.
Yeah, nah, I think that would be fire because they did mention him. They did mention him
A few times.
a few times, and not for nothing, he is from that area. So
Yeah.
and most of those people in that area, especially the wrestlers, know him. Like they all work together. So hey, So
I mean, and then if you think about it, I mean, not to go off on a WWE thing, but like some of these black wrestlers that you're not utilizing, like let them go down to places like Ashe and wrestle. Like, imagine if Carmelo Hayes showed up in Ashe.
yeah,
That'd be fire.
That would be crazy. That would
Imagine
be
if the
dope.
Street Profits got an Ashe Tag Team Championship opportunity at Ashe.
hmm That would be dope.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's getting your wrestlers that you're not utilizing, especially the black talent, some work.
hmm
Let Javon Evans go down there, even Ricky. Let Ricky go down there. There's Oba hasn't been on TV since he lost his title to Ricky. Let Oba go down there and face Rayhan. Rayhan and Oba go 1-on-1.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that would be money, man. That would be money. That would be money for
So,
sure.
I mean, I'm not gonna go off on a WWE thing. That's a different thing for a different day. But
hmm
it would be cool if WWE would allow like some of their talent to come down to a place like Ashe Wrestling and put on a show, because the crowd. I mean, you're gonna fill up that slingshot. You're gonna fill that place up if you announce like Carmelo Hayes or the Street Profits or Bianca Belair going after Charity King. Like what?
hmm
What? Come on.
Well, you already seen Mercedes Monet. She did tweet like once Charity King won the title. She did tweet and say that she was looking at the title. So you never know.
Yeah, yeah. We got the number one's contenders match: Cedric Alexander and LeBron Cozone. That match was physical.
Yeah, it was.
That match was physical, and you could tell in that match that they just don't like each other, bro. They just don't. And then think about what they were saying in the commentary. Who has had the most successful trainees?
hmm
You
Yeah.
see, in the indies, you see, especially at Ashe, you see LeBron Kozo's trainees all over the place. You
hmm
see Cedric Alexander, Yaya, Ian Maxwell, Rayhan, all over the place.
hmm
So who has had the most success? I like how they put that within the storyline also.
hmm hmm Yeah, you could tell. You could tell they building towards something like who was the most successful in the Carolinas and things like that. You could tell they building towards that, and you could also tell they're building towards something like as far as like what they're going to do next with LeBron Cozone, what they're going to do next with Cedric Alexander. You know, a lot of telling parts. If you pay attention, you'll be able to see like they're putting something together, that if you're not watching, you wouldn't be able to understand. So I'm looking to see how this is going to play out moving forward. But it was a very grueling match. It was very hard hitting. There were points in times where I was like, yo, like me and you talked about it before we got on the show. We was like, are they slowing down? Like, what's going on? Like, they seem to be like tired, and that's how grueling the match was. And not for nothing, LeBron Crozone definitely reminds me of Jonathan Gresham. He reminds me of Jonathan Gresham a lot. Like the build, like he's like a pit bull, like a pit bull, like you know what I'm saying. He just brolic with it, and but they put on a show, man. They put on a show.
LeBron Cozone is a big dude.
hmm
He is a big dude. I need to look more into him because it looked like if I would have guessed, he played football somewhere.
Probably did. He probably did. I wouldn't be surprised.
But that is a big man. And the way he was chopping Cedric Alexander's chest up, Oh,
Yeah.
no, no, no. No, couldn't be me. My chest looked like Kofi's afterwards. Like, no, sir. No, but man, I mean, even Cedric, those backdrops he was doing on the ring apron,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
he did it what 3 straight times or something like that too.
Yeah, he
Like,
destroyed LeBron Crozone's back. Like and you see LeBron's back. He don't got no small back. He got the back of a silver back. You know what I'm saying? Like his
you hear
back
that,
is,
LeBron? He said you got a big back.
you know, he's hey yo. Yo, chill. Chill. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I'm glad Rayhan and the rest of them are not in here. I see what you did there.
Like, pause. Pause.
Stop that.
Oh my gosh.
Stop that.
Oh, that was pretty good. I give myself a round of applause on that. If I had a round of applause button, I'd hit it.
Nah, you got that off. You got that off. I give it to you. I left myself open for that one. You got that. You got that. Yeah, but yeah, man, he tore him up. He tore him up, man. But the ending, no, it basically timed out, and then
Twice.
twice. So they couldn't give it no more time after that. So now we got Crozone is going to take first pickings at I believe Darrius. Am I correct? He's going to take
Yes.
first pickings at Darrius.
December 6th, LeBron Cozone will get to go, and then Cedric will get the winner out of those two. But here's my question. Never mind. We'll get to it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm really looking forward to seeing that because, as we know, Darrius is a diabolical human. We'll get to that later. The guy is very cerebral at what he does. And I can see why Rembrandt is his understudy, because those guys were playing some significant roles within this match. But yeah, the match was fire though. The match was fire
Yeah.
between Crozone and Cedric. Like they
I'll be honest with you. Like, I really like the physicality of it, because so if you watch him in WWE, we've seen Cedric Alexander as more of a high flyer that would throw around some big punches or throw around some big moves every now and again, but he was used as a high flyer, and I like the fact that he got to come to Ashe and show that no, not only am I a high flyer, but I can be extremely physical too. So
Right.
I like that we got to see the physicality of Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, he definitely was very, very physical in that match. Like very, very, very physical. They were throwing some big time shots at one another. So, what he did
Before
at
we
the
get to the grades, I want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
If you were Cedric Alexander, would you go second or would you try to go first?
Nah, I see what he did. I probably would go second because he injured LeBron Crozone's back. So he's not even expecting Corzone to survive that match. In fact, what he's expecting is if Corzone, let's just say he wins, right? He's going to be hurt from that match and the match that they had. So now he's nursing an injury. So now Cedric comes in to the match fresh. Nothing's wrong with him. He's going to work on that back, and whatever Darrius does to him, that's if he wins. So I would probably do the same thing.
Okay. I just making sure I wasn't tripping because I'm like, I put all that together too. But
Mm-hmm.
I know like there's probably some people out there thinking like, well, why wouldn't he take the first shot?
Mm-hmm.
But what you said makes sense. I was actually thinking the same thing. I just wanted to hear what you said.
Yeah, yeah, it's all a part of the story, man. Like I seen it as soon as he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna let." He said, "What he say?" He said, "I'm gonna let the rookie." He said, "Let the
Yeah,
rookie go first." So I was like, I seen what he's doing right there. He's letting him go first, and he's gonna let Darius get his licks in, and then depending on who comes out on top, he's going to finish the food. That's basically what it is.
I feel it. So, Mister S. Scott Bars, what was your letter grade for this match?
Oh, my letter grade for this match was an A. I thought
A.
the match was solid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I gave it an A plus.
Mm-hmm.
I like the physicality of it. I like the fact that it actually showed that they were getting tired.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it ended in a double draw.
Mm-hmm.
15-minute time limit done. Okay, Caprice Coleman comes out, gives another 5. They beat each other to a pulp.
Mm-hmm.
Both tired. I like the fact that they worked that into the storyline. I like the fact that Cedric Alexander took second shot.
Mm-hmm.
Let LeBron Cozone get his first shot in because we probably thinking he's going to take an L there
Mm-hmm.
because, like you said, he's beat up. His back is beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Carter's going to come in and take advantage of that, finish him off, and then we set up in February, like they said. Remember, February, Cedric versus Darius Carter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that, but so I liked everything about this match. I gave it an A plus.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a solid match. It was a solid match. It definitely had a lot going on in the match, and I'm very very anxious to see what's going to happen in December.
Absolutely. Next, man, oh man, the Ashe Men's Tag Team Championship.
Yeah.
TME versus Gang Gang, Ugly Gang.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm not happy, man.
Yeah. I'm not happy neither. I was mad. I started. I was mad. I ain't even going front. I was pissed. Like I was like, damn, man. It's like, damn. Like you know how you watch Martin when he be like, damn, 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 damn. And he start doing the backflips, running back and forth, jumping over the couch, smacking himself,
Yeah.
and then like yeah, no, yeah, that's how I was the whole that match. I was like, man, but
Yeah.
yo, Jordan was showing out though, man. Jordan was showing out that match, man. And then we had Rayhan with a Hurricanrana.
He
Yeah,
sure did. I forgot
yeah,
about that. He sure did bust out the Hurricane.
yeah. He did a Hurricanrana. I said, check this man out. I said, yeah, he seen what you said about him not
Big for
being.
no reason.
Yeah, he seen what you said, and he was like, oh yeah. He's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, and he bust out some Rey Mysterio moves. He was like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I'm gonna show Dub what's up. I could tell that was for you. That was for you right there.
He sure did bust out the Hurricane, bro. Yeah, man. First off, I did not realize how big TME is. And then they said,
Yeah.
which one was it? One of the dark skinned dude. I can't remember his name. I apologize. I
Mhm.
don't remember dark skinned dude's name, but he played football. He played D2 football at
Mhm.
Robert Morris. I think that's what they said, Robert Morris or William and
Okay.
Mary, something like that. But it was D2 football. So I was like, as soon as they said that, I'm like, yep, I can definitely see that. And
Mhm.
he was I didn't realize how big they were. And then Jordan Holt got in there with them, and he's looking up at the dudes. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
them some big ass dudes.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
And they were tossing my boy Jordan around for a little bit too. They were tossing him around.
Yeah. Yeah. They when they threw him. threw him to the other side of the ring. I was like, damn. Like, damn. Like, he threw him to the other side of the ring. They was being disrespectful. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was getting annoyed.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, them some big dudes.
Yeah.
They're some big old dudes. So, I mean, what did Fodder say the other day? You gotta wrestle your size, man. And that's what they were doing. They were wrestling their size.
Oh yeah, definitely was. They definitely was for sure. There was no doubt about that. They definitely was wrestling their size. Like there was no complaints out of that. Like they definitely showed there was every bit of 6'5". It was every bit of 6'5" for sure.
Shout out to Psycho Boy Fodder, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a dope interview. Make sure you guys check that out with Psycho Boy Father. He was dropping some gems. He was dropping some gems on that interview.
Hey, can I say it or should I just leave it alone?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And we're not trying to get off topic here, but I want to let it be known that Angelina Love said hi to your boy. So did.
This guy, man. This guy, yo, you was yeah. Hey, man, y'all made his day. Y'all made his day yesterday. I was after I got off the show with y'all, I was laughing. I was like, yeah, they made this man's day. This man was extra happy. I was
I was perfectly content with just saying, hi, how you doing? I was like, oh, there she is.
Oh, yo, that was funny, man. That was real funny. Yeah,
But not trying to get off topic here, but those dudes. Okay, Duke Davis is the big dark-skinned dude that played football. It's a big old. I mean, just 6'5". Both of them 6'5". I think Duke Davis is bigger than Gannon. Gannon Jones is the light-skinned dude. I think Gannon was like 6'4". Duke Davis like 6'5". They both pushing 285, easily 285. But man, I felt sorry. I mean, because Duke Davis almost pressed Rayhan.
Yeah,
he almost did, but he turned it into a backdrop.
Yeah,
was it a backdrop? That it was made famous by Razor Ramon / Scott Hall, but
yeah, it was
fall away slam. Yeah, but he almost pressed Rayhan.
Mm-hmm. And didn't he do a kick up after that too?
Did. Only dude I seen that big do a kick up was Drew McIntyre.
Now Big Show did it once.
Big Show did it?
Yeah,
I don't remember him doing it.
Back in his WCW days, he did it.
Okay.
He did it against Mr. Perfect. He did it against Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect actually hit him. Mr. Perfect hit him with the Perfect Plex, and he kicked out of it, and he was still laying down, and then he kicked up. He kicked back up real quick, and everybody was like, "Oh," because they never seen nobody that size do that. He kicked up, and then he went after Mr. Perfect. Yeah, but
Duke Davis is a big old dude doing a kip up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a big Negro.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's what we was talking about too yesterday with Psycho Boy. We was just like, there's some athletic, jokers that they can move just like a cruiserweight. It's like a cruiserweight, and we were saying like, yeah, you should wrestle your size, but how do you tell somebody that's that big to wrestle their size and they move just like a cruiserweight? Like they move like Rey Mysterio. You know what I mean? Like we talked about Yaya. Yaya's like what? Yaya gotta be pushing like 280, and dude is doing a swanton bomb. I'm gonna start calling it the 747 bomb. But
I'll be damned if I'm letting somebody that big land on my ribs like that.
oh man, it hurts me just imagining having to take that bump. Can you imagine having to take that bump? Like, man, your breath, will touch the sky and do a loop-de-loop around the earth and then come right back down to your body. So yeah,
Bro, my soul would leave my body if I got hit with something like that.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But again, like we said, of course, you guys know, Ugly Gang lost. We wasn't too happy with that, but we understand because the Ugly Gang, it just seems to me Ugly Gang just keeps getting screwed over as far as their matches. They be right there, and then somebody interferes. So they had a little interference on the side, and they were jumping Zay Vega. They jumped Zay Vega. So I'm trying to figure out now, where do we go from there? Because Rayhan got screwed. Hustle and Flow got it wasn't Hustle and Flow. Hustle and Flow was Jordan and Jordan and Zay. It was still Ugly Gang. Ugly Gang got screwed. So when are we going to see the get back for Ugly Gang? That's the story I want to see. When are we going to see the get back? What is going to happen here? Because it seems like now TME is aligning themselves with Bishop Khan. So Khan is basically creating his own version of the demand. That's what it seemed like to me.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you talked about it. It seemed like he's creating his own little vision. That's what he's doing. He's creating his own little vision. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see what is going to take place moving forward.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. And so I hope Saeed and Treehouse Lee understand what they just did. Screwed over Gang. Now they gonna get their get back.
Mm-hmm.
They choked out Zay. They beat up on Caprice Coleman's son,
mm-hmm.
which got the attention of Rayhan, which left Jordan Holt in there by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan got that one good hit on Duke, put him in that corner. But bro, that finisher was nasty.
Yeah.
Jordan's running to the corner where Duke is. Duke pretty much pushes him in the air 3/4 of the way across the damn ring for a slam by Gannon Jones. Like,
yeah, why? Why did you agree to that, bro? Like, didn't we discuss this not too long ago? Why would you agree upon that, man? Do you not care for your life? Like, why would you do that? Like, we were scared for you. When we seen you fly through the air like that, I was like, yo, man. I was like, yo, he's done, bro. He's not getting up, yo. He's like
3/4 of the way across the damn ring, bro. Like,
yeah.
Where they do that at?
Yeah, man. That was wicked work, man. That was that was wicked, man. That was.
I might have to ask Jordan about why he agreed to doing that.
Yeah, I need answers, man. That was wicked. That was wicked, man. Wicked. Yeah.
All in all, I get the storyline that they're trying to tell with TME teaming up with Khan. That note saying Khan has spoken. I get the storyline. They're going to be trying to hold all the belts. I get the storyline that they're trying to continue with Saeed and Treehouse Lee and the Ugly Gang. Was I happy that Gang lost? No, but I understand the storyline. So I gave the match an A.
Hmm. Yeah, I gave it an A as well. I gave it an A as well. The story, the stories that you know was basically the telling part of that whole entire match. You know, Jordan took a lot of punishment in that match. Salute, salute, man. Salute to you, bro. We was rooting for you, man. But man, listen, bro. Like you took a lot of bumps in that joint. I did not expect you to be flying through the air like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I get it. I get it. I get it. And how they isolated Rayhan, they kept Rayhan out of it, and they just left Jordan by himself. You know, so we was disappointed that y'all lost, but we understand y'all gonna get y'all get back. So yeah.
Hey, we still gang over here. Don't get it twisted. We still gang.
Hmm. All day, all day, all day. Yeah, for sure.
Well, moving on. We have Charity King versus Aaliyah James for the ASE Women's Championship.
Hmm.
Take it over, bro.
The match was pretty good. The match was pretty good. I didn't know Charity King was that strong. And they said that yeah, she used to power lift. I was like, no wonder. No wonder. Like she is strong as hell, bro. She is strong as hell. So she used to power lift. Like so I was like, yeah, no wonder. No wonder. No wonder she like she used to power and at the same time, but she moved so gracefully in the ring. Like
Mm-hmm.
just what she was doing. And the match was solid. The match was solid. Uh there were some points where I thought the opposition was gonna win, but she pulled it off. She pulled it off. So, I'm guessing now we're gonna see before I mean, well, of course she got Savannah's gonna have to go through Littlefoot first, but I'm guessing that's what they're lining up to have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Charity King versus Savannah Evans. I guess that's what we're gonna probably see somewhere down the line. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, either that or maybe they can get Mercedes to show up on Ashe TV and challenge Charity King. Maybe they can. I mean, she shows up everywhere else, so why not?
If she shows up to ASE Wrestling and tries to take Charity King's belt, that is gonna be crazy. That would be wild, man. That would be wild. That would be
It's
wild.
like I said, she shows up everywhere else, so why not?
Yeah, I don't. If they do book her to come down to Ashe, I don't think she's gonna beat Charity King. I think Charity King retains.
I think it'll be too soon. Too soon.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
championship is still new. There's still a few other people that feel like they need to get their get back, like Savannah Evans.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't see if she does. I don't see. My eyes are itching. Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
I don't see Mercedes winning,
Mm-mm. Yeah, neither
but
do I.
I will tell you what got me in that match was Charity King got flipped in birds, and she went DF off.
Hmm.
Went off. She beat her, you know what,
Hmm.
and then got the pin.
Yeah.
I did like I did like that. Oh, you want to flip me the bird? Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. You about to pay for it now. And it was
Hmm.
over after that.
Yeah, she definitely kicked up once that happened. Once that occurred, she was like, "Oh, what?" She's like, it's like that? Okay, I got you. And then you seen a whole nother, you see a change in her attitude after that.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that this is Charity King's first single title. And first singles title. Like she's won all tag championships with the Killer Bees. Remember I told you she was a tag champion over in NWA?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said this is her first singles title. So that's an amazing accomplishment to your first singles title to be the inaugural champion. That's dope.
That is absolutely, and it's cool that Darius Lockhart trusted her to be the first person to carry the women's Ashe title.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because he could have easily put it on any of them other women,
Mm-hmm.
but he trusted her to win it. I honestly thought it was going to be Savannah Evans. I really did.
That's what I thought at first too.
But it really says a lot about her that Darius Lockhart, Caprice Coleman, and Gerard Bonner thought it was appropriate to give it to Charity King. And that
Yeah.
says a lot about her,
Mm-hmm.
that she earned it.
Mm-hmm. For
She
sure.
earned that opportunity. She earned the right to be the first women's Ashe champion.
Mm-hmm.
And then to put the beating on Aaliyah James at the end of the match like she did proves like why they were right.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. It definitely shows like, who she is, you know, as a professional wrestler and what they think of her. So yeah.
All in all, I gave this match an A.
Yeah. I gave it an A as well. We're not honestly speaking, is you're not going to see too many you're not going to see too many low grades in this whole event. You're not going to see because the event was truly solid. It was grade A. That's basically what it was. Like so, for those of y'all say, "Oh, you guys, y'all just giving all A's out today." No, listen,
I
if
gave
there,
one B.
I mean, but you know how the IWC is, man. They
Yeah.
complain about everything, man. Like look, if you want to see why we gave it what we gave it, just go watch the show. Watch the show. Download the pay-per-view and watch the show. Go to ASHEWrestling.com, download this particular event. You know what I mean? Pay your fee, download this particular event and see for yourself. That's all.
That's all there is to do. Like, you got a problem with what we're doing? Go watch it and you'll see that, we're not BSing around when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, last but not least, the Ashe Men's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Darrius Carter versus Billy Dixon. What you got
Mm-hmm.
for us?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. Remember when we talked about characters, heels, and working the crowd and, reeling everybody in? This match was full of that. Full of everything we've been speaking about the last few days. And really, it's crazy that we've been talking about character work the last few interviews we had with Rembrandt and Father. We've been talking about character work. This right here, what Darrius Carter did, what Billy Dixon did, was perfect character work.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out something.
Yeah, it was perfect character work. Perfect character work by both of these guys. And I'm gonna tell you what was dope. So you got Billy Dixon, who's the face, 5-year feud with his nemesis Darrius Carter. They finally get their match one-on-one with one another, and it seems like Dixon is going to win, which technically he did. But he used tactics of a heel to try to get over in the victory, but got caught with his hands in a cookie jar by the referee, who
Sure did.
everyone thought was knocked out at the time, but she wasn't. If you were paying attention, she did get up towards the ending, and I know everybody was probably saying, "Oh, how did she even see? How did she even see? Where did she was able to see?" Well, if you were paying attention, she was hanging on the ring apron outside. She wasn't. She was on the floor still, but she was still hanging on the ring apron towards the bottom. Also, you gotta look at the surrounding. There's a big screen TV right on the wall. It
It's
shows
right there.
it's right there. It shows everything. So, like, even if she wasn't looking directly in the ring, oh, I could just look at the screen. I could be laying on the floor looking at the screen the whole entire time. So you see what I'm saying when I'm saying storytelling? Like, I know everybody was wondering how does she see that. Just look around you. Look at the event. Look around you. She had to see it somewhere. Not to mention the ref came in and also said that he's seen it too. So, you know what I'm saying?
Here's my issue with that though. Is like if he said he saw it, why did he count to 3?
I guess that's the whole situation right there. That's a whole nother story in itself. You know what I'm saying? As diabolical as Darrius Carter is, he probably pay off the ref. Probably pull the ref aside like, yo, I mean, I got a few hundreds for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything go down, just let me do me. You know, they let the match go. They was hitting each other with chairs and everything.
Yeah, because Billy Dixon told because she was going to start counting, and he got back in the ring and asked her not to, just to let him do his thing, let him work.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all over the slingshot. You know what I'm saying? Getting thrown
Mm-hmm.
into the little basketball game and getting hit with chairs. And at one point, Darius Carter stomped his head into a stair.
Yeah, if you notice, he bloodied his mouth a little bit. Like you
Yeah.
see a little bit of blood in his mouth. They fought inside the bathroom. There's in the
Yeah.
bathroom. There's in the bathroom fighting. You know what I mean? Like it was definitely a tough match. It was a tough match. And what really got me was after Billy got the pinfall, everybody came out and celebrate. They were cheering for Billy. You got Rayhan with the flowers. He brought a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, big for nothing tell.
He brought a bouquet of flowers. He's giving it to Billy Dixon. Billy Dixon's emotional. He's crying. He's like, "This is the best day of my life." You know, Rembrandt and Darrius out there pissed off. And then that's when she comes in. The ref comes in, explains everything. Then you got the other one explain. They call everything off, and then you just seen everybody's breath just drop. I was rolling. I ain't even going front. I was dying. Like I was like this the whole time. I was crying, bro. I was like, yo, you cannot make this up. This is funny stuff. And then you seen the diabolical one. He came in there, grabbed the title, and he just started going off, and like he just took everybody's breath and walked away, and still the ASE Wrestling Men's Champion, Darrius Carter.
Bro, like, so when the ref originally counted to 3, my jaw hit the ground like,
Yeah,
he actually lost?
yeah, that's what I was. Yep.
So I was like, ain't no way this stands. No
Mm-hmm.
way. And then
Mm-hmm.
sure enough, I'm like, what are they doing over there? Why is she's over there talking to the other ref?
Mm-hmm.
And then here comes Caprice Coleman, and you could just see it started right there. Caprice Coleman comes over, and his whole his everything about him changed. I'm like, he didn't lose. He didn't lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
they gave it right back to him.
You see
And
Lockhart's
still, like,
face. You see Lockhart's face. Lockhart
oh,
was mad. Here's the game.
oh,
Here's the game.
bro, Lockhart. Oh,
He's like,
he was more mad than Caprice was because you could tell Caprice was mad. But then they panned over to Lockhart. Oh, I think he was ready to fight Carter himself right then and there.
yeah, he was like, oh, I was like, yo, man, this is masterful storytelling right there. Like whoever written that in there, man, round of applause. You had me entertained the whole time because I was like, yo, because for a minute, you actually thought that he lost. Like you had me fooled, and then all of a sudden, the whole dynamic changed. People started congregating, and he just swooped that title right away.
So, this is what I was going to ask earlier when we was talking about LeBron Cozone and Cedric Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I'll just wait. It's coming. Well, this is where I wanted to go. Where does Billy Dixon fit with the LeBron Cozone and Cedric Alexander dynamic of the championship belt? Because Darius Lockhart is going to try to help him get his get back for that championship. Where do you think Billy Dixon plays in all this?
Well, honestly speaking, I think what's going to probably happen is because Billy Dixon going to crash out. He going to crash out, and he's probably going to be another person that's going to turn at some point in time within this story. I think he will turn too, and it's going to be more or less because he's frustrated because he had the title within his grasp. He has a 5-year feud with his nemesis. He finally has the title, and then they just take it away from him. They sweep the rug from under him. So I feel like how he plays a factor in this whole match situation is when it gets down to Carter, Carter's going to try to cheat. He's going to come down and try to prevent the cheating, which is going to cost either Cozone or Cedric the match. Carter will retain. And now everything's going to transfer to Billy, and we could possibly get a three-way for number one contendership, and they're going to end up facing Carter at some point in time. So this is long. This is going to be a long-term one. This ain't going to be something that's going. He's not going to lose the title just like that. They're going to strip it off of him in a way where he's still going to look strong. He's still going to look strong. They're not going to just peel it off of him like that because he's too good, man. Darius Carter is too good. They're not going to just take it off of him like that. They're going to build it up in a way where he's going to lose it in dramatic fashion. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to happen.
So you think it's going to come down to a triple threat match between Cedric, LeBron Cozone, and Billy Dixon, and the winner will be the one that face Carter and possibly be the one to take the belt off of Carter. So here's if we're doing WWE style booking, then Billy Dixon wins and he's the one that takes the title off of him. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to be unpredictable, who is the most unpredictable to win that title? And to me, it's LeBron Cozone.
I agree. It's LeBron Cozone. Because if not for nothing, if you're doing WWE type of booking, then honestly speaking, the one that you pick to win is Cedric. He's the most notable name on there besides Darius. But when I'm talking about notoriety, this guy was on television in front of
Yeah.
in front of the world. He was on television. He was overseas. He if you looking at it from a person that doesn't know ASE Wrestling, they would say to themselves like, "Oh yeah, Cedric has the most credibility out of everybody, so he must be the guy that's going to win." Because if you look at most promotions, that's what they do. They take the guy with the most credibility, the guy that could promote and do the TV shows, the guy that knows everybody, and they put the title on him. I mean, that's what most of the indie promotions do. Like they do it just like that. I'm not saying all of them do that, but if you look at some of the indie promotions that got big names that wrestle in their promotion, they always put the title on somebody that has credibility. Cedric has credibility. So if we're doing WWE style booking, they'll probably put the title on him first.
I also say the WWE style booking with Billy Dixon is because he just lost in dramatic fashion by the ref saying that no, 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 he didn't win, blah blah blah. So it to me it would make sense for it to be Billy Dixon to be the one to get his get back and take the belt off of Darius Carter. I mean, how else do you end that 5 year feud?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so if we're going that route, then they're going to continue to make Billy Dixon work for it. I mean, for God's sakes, look how they did. Look how they did. Jay Uso before he finally won the big one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if you're looking at this from that perspective, if this is Billy Dixon's first attempt to try to capture that men's title, then he gets screwed out of it this time and possibly another time. It's going to keep happening until one day he the upset happens and he wins the title, which that's one to see because you gotta understand like if Billy Dixon's gonna win this title, they're gonna save it for one of their bigger events. That's how I think they're gonna do it. Like Jey Uso won the title at WrestleMania. So what would we look at Ashe? What in Ashe is their WrestleMania? Which big event is their WrestleMania? Return of the King, maybe. Uh,
Maybe I don't know if that was like a one off thing because it
yeah,
was the return of Cedric Alexander.
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. They've only been in for what year and a half. 2 years to be next month. 2 years to be in December. So close to 2 years or 3 years. Either way, they're coming up on an anniversary. So I don't know if they've have a what they would consider like a big event just yet.
Mm,
I don't know. I would say anything that's in Vegas. So I would say whenever they go to WrestleMania, because you know they'll probably end up in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend.
mm-hmm,
So I would say anything that has to do with WrestleMania right now, but we'll see what happens going forward, especially since WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
mm-hmm,
So we'll see. But I don't know. Right now, I would say their biggest event would be whatever they do in Vegas.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, but overall, this was a terrific show. Terrific. What was your letter grade for this match?
A plus.
Yeah,
That was
same
too
here.
easy for me. A plus.
Same here. Yo, Darius Carter is a diabolical human.
Yes,
Got.
he is that and more.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude plays a heel better than right now. I don't know who plays a heel better than him. Like I know I give my big ups to Ethan Page because I think Ethan Page is a damn good heel too. But I not even Ethan Page plays a heel like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like my top heels right now is Darius, Ethan Page, MJF, of course. Uh, who else? Who else is doing great heel work? Who's doing great heel work in WWE right now? Um, I'm trying to think who's doing
I
great heel.
mean, I don't know how you feel about Drew McIntyre and his character right now with but he does a lot of whining, so I don't know how you feel about that.
Nah, Drew is a great heel. I think he's a better heel than he is face. Honestly, Drew's a great heel. He's a terrific heel. Dom, why did I think Dominic
Is he still
Mysterio?
is he still a heel though?
I mean, technically on paper he's still a heel, but they don't. The fans don't treat him like a heel. But he is a heel. He
That's
is
why
a
I said, is
heel.
he still a heel?
I mean, I guess it's however you look at it, really.
I mean, I don't have a problem with calling him a heel, but like
Hmm.
he gets cheered everywhere he goes now.
He's doing terrific work. People don't want to hate him no more.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Do your thing, Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, yeah. People
All in
don't.
all, I would say, who would you say? You said Carter, you said Ethan Page, you said MJF, uh,
Mhm.
Drew McIntyre. Um, I would throw Ricochet in there.
Yeah, Ricochet's been doing some solid heel work. Hmm.
I would definitely throw Ricochet in there. I think him going to AEW really helped him in his character development, and Tony Khan allowing him to go heel.
Hmm.
So I would definitely say Ricochet is in there with MJF as being one of the top heels in AEW, along with John Moxley. John Moxley
Hmm.
is another one.
Hmm. I agree.
But if I had to give a number one heel right now, and I'm watching all of it together, it's got to be Darius Carter.
Yeah, he's to me, like I said before, he's always going to be in that top five heels right now in professional wrestling. He's always going to be in that top five heels. That's how I feel, because he's just terrific at what he does. Like the way he does, he makes you want to hate him. Makes you
I
want to
mean, you
hate
had the
him.
crowd giving him not just a single bird, but the double bird.
Hmm. He makes you want to hate him. Like, and you heard them in the background, like, once he got the title back, it's like, boo, beep, boo, beep.
I
Like,
think at one point they were saying "F you, Carter."
they probably was. They probably was. Yeah, like, it was, yeah, man. Carter is grade A heel work. Shout out to
And for those of
Rembrandt,
y'all
too.
that, oh yeah, absolutely. And for all y'all that saying, well, why would you put Darius Carter number one? Go back and watch all the Ashe matches. Go back and watch as many of Darius Carter matches as you can, and you tell me why he can't be. He's not the number one heel in professional wrestling right now. Tell me why he's not.
Hmm. And if you saying, oh, he only wrestles in Ashe, he wrestles in other promotions, and he's a heel, and they feel the same way about him in those promotions. And he just doesn't carry the Ashe championship. He has other titles, other heavyweight titles that he's holding. I believe he's holding. I don't know what title it is. I forgot, but he has a title right now that he's holding and defending. So there's this guy is not no like, oh, we're just biased. Nah, he really is him. He's him for real. He really is. He really is.
Um, Carmelo Hayes says that he's him, but Darius Carter is actually showing why he is him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Darius Carter looks like he's the BCW champion.
Okay. That was the title. That was the other title he's holding. Yeah, so and he's like what, number 4 on the BW, what was it, Black Wrestling
Yeah.
podcast. Okay, so he's like number
So
4.
he's number 4.
Yeah.
It's like the Black PWI.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So
number 4.
he's number 4. So I think we should do top heels in professional wrestling. Like, I think we should do that. Like, top heels in professional wrestling, the top 10 right now. We should do that. Like, do a video on that. I think people would want to be interested in, like, who.
Well, people already know who we think number 1 is. So
Yes.
it's going to be a battle for 2 through 10.
Yeah, basically.
And if you've listened to me in the past couple weeks or so, you could probably guess who I will say number 2 is right now. Mm-hmm. But I won't give it away. If you can guess it, cool. If not, you just have to wait until we do the show.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Anyway, folks, we got big, huge interviews coming up between this month and next month. You already seen a few of them. We got another one coming up. Believe it's this Friday. This Friday we got one, and that will be our last interview for this month. And then going into November, we starting off hot, and we not slowing down. We're not slowing down. We're gonna give you guys quality interviews, quality content, and something that you guys can, vibe to, listen to whenever you like, watch whenever you like, So look forward to them. We ain't going to spill anything yet. You already know who's coming on Friday, but we ain't going to spill anything else. We just going to...
If you're paying attention, you know who's coming up on Friday.
Yeah. If you paying attention, you know who's coming up on Friday. We ain't going to say it. Just check our social media and you'll see for yourself. But we got some heavy hitters stopping through. You know what I'm saying? To talk that talk. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Absolutely. We out here putting in this work. You know what I'm saying? We out here putting out these videos. We out here doing these interviews. So everybody out there can get more information on these wrestlers or prior wrestlers. Wink. Y'all just keep your eyes open and your ears cleared out, because whenever we make these announcements, you ain't gonna want to miss.
For sure. So with that being said, it's the insightful one at Scott Bars Wrestling Media, and the dynamic one, Salute Darkwing Dub. That was
Shout out to Ashe. Shout out to Ashe Wrestling. That was our review of Close to Midnight. We'll be back again for a review of Wrestle Dream. Stay tuned.
Following podcast scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.